what's up? This is GM Studios coming back with another music theory video. And today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm not just analyzing a song, I'm analyzing a series of songs and sort of like an overall style to see how it has evolved. So a few months ago, I was really bored, so I was scrolling down super far on the Snapchat Discover page. And there was this thing that showed up that was like, oh, the members of All Time Low play Tower of Truth. And I was like, oh, that's, pretty cool. I like All Time Low. They're a good band. I enjoy their music. So I decided to watch the video. And Tower of Truth is just basically they're playing Jenga, but then each time they pull out one of the bricks, there's a question on it, and they have to answer the questions. And there are questions about both what was like their favorite and their least favorite album, and the entire band agreed unanimously that their worst album was their first one. The name is evading me, but their worst album was the first album. That rhymes. And their best one was Wake Up Sunshine, which is their most recent, which was released in February 2020. And I was like, that's sort of interesting. They really enjoy their improvement. So today I'm going to be seeing, were they right? Does music theory prove that they were actually correct, saying that their songs have gotten better over time? So let's see. So the three songs we will be looking at are Dear Maria, Count Me In, which I think is All Time Low's most streamed song, from 2007, from 2007's album, So Wrong It's Right. And then we'll also be looking at Backseat Serenade from 2012's album Don't Panic, and then Some Kind of Disaster from 2020's album Wake Up Sunshine. I'm not going to show the whole song just for time's sake. I'll do like a chorus. So, without further ado, here is Dear Maria, Count Me In. So next is Backseat Serenade, which is, in my opinion, a criminally underrated song, and also one of my favorite songs of all time. It's just really catchy and a really fun song. Ignore what the lyrics are about. And finally, here is Some Kind of Disaster, which I think actually might be one of Alex's favorite songs. I'm pretty sure he wrote most of it, but he seems to be incredibly proud of the song, so let's give him props for it or something. I don't know why I keep doing this awkward thumbs up thing. It just makes me seem that much more awkward. And pointing out that it's awkward makes it even more awkward. I'm just going to stop myself right here.
I'm a liar, I'm a cynic, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint, I'm a loser, I'm a critic, I'm the ghost of my mistakes, and it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. What are you after? Some kind of disaster.
A quick disclaimer before I get into the music theory. I like all these songs. They are all very good songs. All Time Low is a great band. They're my third favorite band. They're pretty awesome. Their songs are good. I have fun listening to them. And these are just all, like the critiques I'm giving, they're just all critiques from a musical theory perspective. And it's not really lessening my enjoyment of the song or anything. I'm just bored in quarantine and I want something to analyze. Alright, so from most musical theory standpoints, Dear Maria, Count Me In is it's a pretty, good, decent song. The rhythms are not too simple, but they aren't too complex either, so it gives it an element of uniqueness and catchiness about it. And the lyrics, it's not too clearly obvious what the song's about, but it's not too hidden either. It's the type of thing where you listen to it for the first few times, you don't really know what it's about, but if you read the lyrics, you'll be like, oh, I get it now. But the main problem I have with this song is the chords, because it uses just the 4 basic chords. You're learning about chord structures, and I can guarantee the first one you're going to learn is, you have your dominant major, then you switch into relative minor, then a 4 chord, then a 5 chord, and you get your classic heart and soul, that stuff. And Dear Maria, Count Me In has those same chords. It's just in D major instead of C major, but it's sort of the same thing. It's they progress fairly slowly throughout the chorus, but they're still going on through the whole chorus. I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle, and I'm the pen. Make it count when I'm the one that's selling you out, 'cause it feels like stealing hearts, calling your name from the crowd. So it's the same progression. It goes on, it goes fairly slowly, but it's still there. Also, by the way, I apologize for my singing. I know I'm not the best singer, but I just sort of want to prove a point and show where the chords are in the song. Sorry about that. Also, another random thing I forgot to mention, the verses use the same chord progression, so yeah. So, Dear Maria, Count Me In. Overall, it's not a bad song, but it does have basic chords in a basic key signature. So, Backseat Serenade. I said it before, and I will say it again. It is one of my favorite songs ever. It is a bop. It's just really fun to listen to. Please go listen to the whole thing if you haven't. I love it so much as a song, but now I guess I have to analyze it. Joyce. I keep doing the thumbs up thing. I'm sorry, I don't mean to. So one of the things that just makes Backseat Serenade automatically better than Dear Maria, Count Me In is that through the whole song, the chords actually change. And plus it's in a harder key signature anyway. So it's in E flat / D sharp minor, but I'm going to call it E flat minor because I don't know. I just want to, I guess. But yeah, it's an E flat minor. So it uses the same 4 chords throughout the verse and the chorus, but it changes up the order in which it's played. So through the verse, it's going from a G flat to a D flat to an E flat to a C flat, or just B, but it's going... And, it does that for a while. It goes... So it goes in that sort of pattern, but then when you get to... There's not a pre-chorus. There's a little bit of a pre-chorus, but it's just all instrumental. And yeah, it's just sort of spamming a D flat, and then it gets into the chorus, which is in the E flat minor, starts with an E flat minor chord, then B major, B major, and F sharp, G flat major. This is a flat key signature because I wanted it to be, and chord goes. It goes to D flat. I'm sorry, I keep messing all of this up. I'm terrible at it. But yeah, that's sort of one of the things I like about the song. It's in a hard key signature, and it also changes the order in which the chords are played. And I really like the whole instrumentation of the song, how the verses are sort of more subdued and relaxed, and then you hit the instrumental pre-chorus, just go, and and then it comes in with like the full force of the music, and it just has a really great vibe to it. That part of it I really like. The lyrics, they exist. I guess they do like a pretty good job of rhyming and stuff, but it's really just like the notes and the chords and the instrumentation and just all of like the musical parts of the song I absolutely love, and they're also pretty decent from a music theory perspective. Hey, here's a drinking game for you. Take a shot every time I say music theory perspective. Haha, just kidding. If you are below 21, do not drink alcohol. I do not endorse that in any way. So, Backseat Serenade versus Dear Maria, Count Me In. Backseat Serenade sort of is just like overall better music, theory-wise. See, I did not say from a musical theory perspective. You should be proud of me. So, yeah. It's a better song theory-wise, but there is not much improvement from a lyrics standpoint. Like, both of them, lyrics are fine. The meaning of the lyrics are... But, it's nothing special, but it's nothing absolutely terrible either. But it's definitely, a sort of place where we could see improvement. And then we get to Some Kind of Disaster, and Some Kind of Disaster is just an outstanding song on so many different levels, because we see a major improvement in the quality of the lyrics, and the lyrics of the song have, really spoken to me. It's about struggling with mental health and stuff, and, it's something I've been through. I had dysthymia in like 4th and 5th grade, and it went away, but it's probably back. And just it feels good to listen to music that sort of seems to understand your emotions somewhat, and that's what I really like about some of My Chemical Romance's songs too. Just the lyrics are Some Kind of Disaster is in B major, and sort of throughout the whole chorus it's switching from a B major chord to a D sharp major chord, which gives it a sort of interesting dissonance, but it works. And then at the end of the chorus it keeps going down chromatically, and then the last chord it shifts up from an F sharp to a G sharp. But oh my gosh, it just sounds like really good with the music, and it's just it's a weird combination of chords that shouldn't go together, but they do, and it just sounds unique and really good. And yeah, it's just, I like it a lot for that. And the verses don't even use chords, they're just singular notes. And there's like an accidental in there too, and again, it's just like random notes that sound like they shouldn't go together, but then they do, and it's, it goes... keep saying that, but really just overall, it's just like an interesting, fresh new sound, and also just having the verses be way more subdued, and it's pretty much just voice and bass, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's much else in there. And then you get to the chorus and you have like the force of the whole band, and it just has like a really strong emotional impact. And I think that's the whole reason for the existence of the song, because the song is about emotion, and it's about emotion, and it's written for emotion, for emotional impact. And it really works that way, because, you know, back in the 2000s, when I was too young to appreciate music, because I was a wee little lass, you know, there's like this whole argument that have been going on in the comment sections of, you know, all of the videos I've found for reference for these songs, and people are arguing. They're like, these songs aren't emo, they're pop punk. Well, yes, they are pop punk. But the thing is, like, I mean, again, I was too young to remember anything, but if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the emo kids, they would listen to, like, the actual emo music, but they would still listen to pop punk. It's just sort of, you know, is sort of like a genre line switching thing. I don't really know what I'm saying, but, you know, it's something like that. And, you know, now this is 15 years later, and you get like another song about emotions, and all the kids that were, you know, were emo teenagers back in the 2000s are in their 30s now, all the millennials. And to have a song by one of the bands that they probably loved growing up, and, you know, having a song that's about feeling sad, and it's sort of okay to feel sad sometimes, you know, it has very sort of self-deprecating thing, but, you know, it's just sort of the same thing. It's for emotional impact. You combine the nostalgia with the sadness, and it creates like a really nice song. And I'm pretty sure that was its intent when All Time Low wrote this song. So I think, you know, what we've proved is that, yeah, they were right. Their songs have gotten better for musical theory, and most of Wake Up Sunshine is about mental health and mental health issues, and it just hits different, bruh. But, you know, I think it's sort of on purpose, and what it's trying to do, the whole point of it is, you know, take this thing that you loved but have it be on a deeper level, and I think it does a very good job about that. So A+, outstanding something, I don't know, outstanding job, but I just said job to Some Kind of Disaster. Very good song. I just rambled for over 4 minutes on that, but I guess conclusion time, whole point of the video. All Time Low is right. Their songs have been getting better in pretty much every way imaginable, so good job, boys. Keep up the great work. I hope your next album, whenever it's released, is even better, because, you know, your songs have been consistently good and just continuing to improve, so you know, I'm excited to see what the future can hold. Thank you for watching. If you managed to sit through my less than great singing, congratulations. If you managed to sit through my 4-minute incoherent rant about emo kids, also congratulations. And, you know, if you're watched till the end, and if you're seeing me say this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you probably in 2 weeks, because I'm going to be up north next week, so I won't be able to have a piano with me. But, you know, next time I'm going to do a video, and this has sort of inspired me, so I'm going to do a video on the downfall of pop punk whenever I make my next video. So you can look forward to that, and I'll see you next time. Bye!